Okay, so there are many news out there about the proof of weekends, if the proof of weekends is actually a scam and all that. Now, I just want to give my take on it, and I will be doing a review on it. Now, it's always true in life that when a person is involved in something, let's take for example a girl involved in a relationship with a boy. Now, our parents know more than us, but maybe because our parents did not attend college, we take them to be old school. We take them to be maybe mentally, what they're on the same mental level with us. There is no problem with that. But we always know that life has not changed so far in the last 200 years. Why? Because people are still the ones that are inhabiting the earth. Now, Ken Fisher, in his book on how you can actually smell a rat or fraud, gives some details on how something works. Now, listen, when BitConnect was there, and people were making videos about BitConnect, some of them were saying BitConnect is a scam, some of them were not saying BitConnect is a scam. There were many of these YouTubers who were pushing for BitConnect. There was something that Trevor James said. He said that how can something that is on the blockchain that has a coin be a scam? He said it's on the blockchain. But today, where is BitConnect? BitConnect is actually what gone. Then another thing again is that people did not really understand is people, even those who made videos on BitConnect and how it actually works, they told you and they said that BitConnect, they did not really understand how BitConnect works. And Ken Fisher said something in his book. It's not a matter of said something in his book. This is a real thing from experience, and you can see it on the book. That Ponzi schemes and scams like this, they are in such a way that people cannot really understand how they work. Listen, if it cannot be understood by nearly every person who seek to understand, if it's so shady, it's maybe there are just few individuals who understood it. It's very very complex, and they are using technicality to actually hide it. Then there is the possibility of a scam. Then another thing again is the business model. Oh, okay, we make money, you invest, you make money and all that. There are certain cryptocurrency like I think KuCoin and there are other cryptocurrency where as they are using the platform, some of the gains that comes from the utility goes to those who are actually there. Well, we know who is behind them and all that. But when we talk about proof of weekends, if you go through the website, you will see some of the those that inspired the project. You will see the likes of Jared Rice. You will see those uh, many other persons on the platform. And this was the business model and all that. Now, I don't say I know much. I don't say that. But you want to be very very careful of those who are anchoring this project. Trevor James, Greg Grant, and many others are the ones that are actually anchoring this project. Listen, even even though it's a true fact of life, it's a true fact of life. We live in a generation that even though you come and hold someone by the hand and tell them that maybe they are on the brink of danger, and you tell them that listen, this is fire, until people get burnt, they are not going to listen to you. And someone has said that the best way to be safe from danger is by keeping away of what, from the brink of danger. And I always tell people, if you cannot understand it, if you cannot understand it, if everything you're talking about is money, you buy the coin and do this and all that. If you cannot be explained in simple terms, then you want to run away. Now, there are a lot of people who are going to there are people who are always, everybody is free to express their opinion, who are going to comment on the comment box below and say, hey, you don't know what you are talking about. There there are times some people will even go to the extent of saying you are this. It happens on YouTube. There are people who say you are mad, you are a fool, you are this and that. Well, everybody has they have their own hands, they have their own mouth, and they can say whatever they want to say and all that. Now, why I'm saying this, I think I was watching a video on Ty Lopez, and so it was talking about, he was debating a Reddit hater, someone on Reddit, and the person was saying that some people will buy Ty Lopez course and they will not open the course. And he was saying, Ty Lopez made a logical argument, and he said, well, the fact that you went there out there and you went into a local bookshop and you bought a book, does that mean the book is going to be in your head? No. You could read there are things you could do. You could buy the book, you could read the book. After reading the book, you could apply the book. Does that mean that if you bought the book, you did not read the book, is the author at fault? Or you read the book and you did not apply, is the author at fault? No. So the proof of weekends is something that we all, it's always true. Whether people are going to listen, we will always want people. It's just a no final life. When you see someone going heading in a direction, the best thing to do is to call them and tell them, listen, the way you're going is not true. You're not responsible for what the people do with your advice. It's just true. You're not responsible for the message you give people. No. You're only responsible that you must give people and you must want people when they need be, but you're not responsible with what they do with their advice. How many people have listened to advice? The question is, what do they do with it? Don't do anything. So people don't do anything, but it's always true that when you want 1 million people, when you want X amount of people, there will always be Y amount of people that will listen, and there will always be another amount of people that will not listen. But you will not say, because, oh, this thing is very controversial, and you will not actually say, no, we will speak. There are those who will listen, and there are those who will not listen. Bitcoinnect, a lot of people made videos about it. They said Bitcoin is a scam. Well, those people got a lot of hate, but at the end of the day, those, when the crash actually happened, they saw them and they said, I thought this guy that was making this video was my enemy. I thought he was my enemy. I never knew that he was my friend. So I'm making a video on proof of weekends. Even though I don't even make a video, or even though I don't make the video on proof of weekends, you can go through the website yourself and you can use certain parameters. Let me go through some of the. I'm using my phone now. Let me go through some of the parameters you can actually use for you. Some parameters you can use to assess every every single project out there, if they are actually fraud or not. One of them is the issue of custody and decision making. So you want to know if the platform is the one that is involved with custody of the funds, and if they are the ones that are also involved with the decision making. And then the ROI, you want to understand the ROI. Is the ROI too good to be true? You want to ask yourself those questions. And you want to understand the issue of the method of achieving the ROI. Now, all these stuffs, I want to sum them in maybe few stuffs, like how do you smell it, right? The claims. There are many things in cryptocurrencies today, like maybe some platform trying to raise an ICO or doing some certain stuffs, and they are making certain claims. Maybe when it comes to partnership, or maybe when it comes to their own business domain. You can remember, I think, if I'm not mistaken, um, I think credits came and they said their platform can actually process, is it 1 million transactions per second, or 10 million transactions. I can't really remember, but when they actually launched this stuff, it was around 400 and something thousand transactions. And then you can see when some YouTubers came and they said credit was using MD5 encryption, which is weak, which an encryption algorithm which is not really really secure and all that. So you see many times there are many claims. Like I tell people, I don't care about claims. I don't care about when the person says this is this. No, if the claims cannot be attested, then It's it's not true. So for the proof of weekends, if my grandmother, for the proof of weekends, if a little kid cannot grasp proof of weekends, if all they talk about is the money, then it's not true. It's not good. You have a platform like Facebook. It's a controversial subject, but let's look when Facebook was seeking for funds. Facebook business model. Facebook business model, they sell ads to people. But if you look at Facebook, the question is that all they do? No. There is something they give back to they Facebook offers so much to the community and all that. There are many platforms like Amazon and this and so if it cannot be understood, you want to actually run for your life. So for the proof of weekends, it has been a very heated debate right now. It may continue because when controversy like this arise, they continue and they linger on until something happened that will shock people, that we actually listen. There might be debates now that proof of weekends is a scam or is not a scam. But something is going to happen that will validate such claims, either they are scam or they're not scam. We might talk about, you might read Ken Fisher's book, someone might tell you how you can actually spot a rat and you can apply that. That may not mean the thing is a scam. But I will always tell people that patterns always repeat themselves. Patterns always repeat themselves. Patterns always repeat themselves. And another thing again is if you don't invest in anything you don't understand, it is better for you to not that you don't understand, but you don't understand their operation, like when it comes to fraud and all that. It's better to pass over it, and you want to shake your emotions. So for proof of weekends, what is my conclusion on proof of weekends? My conclusion on proof of weekends, I as a person will not have anything to do with proof of weekends. Why? Because I have gone through using the parameters on how to smell a rat. Proof of weekends does not look good to me for now. The future might tell if my claims are, are true or might not be true. However, it is being said that the best way, if you don't want to get burned by fire, don't play with fire. Someone said that you cannot dip your hands into oil and not get stained with the oil. And there's another saying that says, if you don't want to get into danger, don't don't go close to the brink of danger. Always try and play safe. Listen, always try and play safe. There are many people who have lost their lives from AIDS. If we're not talking about investing, we're not really talking about investing, we're talking about life in general. There are people who have lost their life from AIDS. And even the doctors, they tell you, those who produce whatever, they tell you that the best protection is abstinence. They tell you that the best, you cannot play with fire and no risk being burnt. So the best way is just for you to avoid. If you hate this video, just comment below that you hate this video. If you dislike this video, just comment that you dislike the video. If you like the video, you could comment you like the video, but you know that. But however, things I might be wrong, but it is better than for people not to be warned. Have a nice day.